your eyes better.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Full from all of the bass. My ace spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters. This ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight. I ain't one for the lead living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move they gladly imitated. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The alpha and omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that probably baffling. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking doors down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's heard, we eating, talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad. Pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab. Pay what it costs for the tab, extra with the band. Young Cruiser King, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much?
It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Washington. It's the Packers and the Commanders on Sunday night.
For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Washington Commanders. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game, but this is the one that's the real challenge.
To head down to New Orleans for Super Bowl 58. It's NFC Championship time. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number one along with the rest of this Packer offense.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 32.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. On now is the Packers punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. This is taken at the 23. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together. I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Robinson with another carry. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run it out of the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I'm being get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
10 more there and another first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Robinson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Mike Gesicki from 4 yards out. And the Commanders have struck first in this NFC title game. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense... Throwing on first down is Rodgers. They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. On the give, this is their fullback. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to their fullback. Looking for a seam and finding none. We'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Here's Rodgers on third down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down moment.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because those spaces can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here comes the 7th play out of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. So now a carry here for the fullback. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Powell throwing on first down here. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Second down and a run by Robinson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Robinson up the middle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Uses the stiff arm. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Powell. This will be caught at Samuel. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Option left. Hal's going to run with it. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Robinson. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there.
On first down, Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 18. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson, the Commander offense. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Off play action. It's Howell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Powers through him. 79 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Again, it's Robinson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Fourth down, Howell. And he finds McLaurin. And he is going to have a Washington 1st down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on 4th. On the run, it's Robinson. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Flushed out right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. How about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have it. Rodgers now on 1st down. Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The ball comes out, and the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it there.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play call.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. On this stage, conference championship game. Rodgers now on first down. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. To throw is Rodgers. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that is incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Pointed out left to Dobbs. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line. Now Rodgers. And he lost the football. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So that's about it. Here's Robinson. And some room to work. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 123 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys into the Super Bowl. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, this is Robinson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell being chased out left. And that is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now Howell. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And Watson has it right side. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Rodgers to throw once more. That's complete to Dobbs. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. The give to the fullback on the dive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On 2nd and a yard. Rodgers. Quick slant to Watson. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll try and run with their fullback. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They've certainly played up to the top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And this one is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? Just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, You don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On third down, Robinson. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll run for it with Robinson, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Faking the handoff. Howell. They'll roll him out right. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Straight ahead is Robinson. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. Howell down to throw it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Holding offense.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Second down, Howell back to pass. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32. The offense on third down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On the move to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
After the costly interception late, good job by him to keep it himself that time. Just tuck it, run it, and scramble for the marker. Don't give the coverage another chance at taking it away from him.
Eric Stokes in on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now they go play action with Howell. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Howell throwing on third down here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Making that play on the... Rodgers now on first down. Finds his receiver, Watson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this one left side, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's going, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Robinson with another carry. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On the give, here's Robinson. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Robinson on a give right side.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. Oh my, I just need some little old piece of God, oh God, this is son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me control. But they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, just to your friends. I walk alone. I see false idols, all the titles you need to grow. Have you lost your mind? But I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the glory of my mom. My God, oh God, this is son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, better.
Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates. All my balls on Rubik's Cube.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like I'm Mike. I've got no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from close seats. I'm a whole king. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares. Yeah. Sound like some superhero.